There's no place on this island that wasn't a front.
やられるなという覚悟はしていました。60 years ago, I probably thought I never want to see this place again. 本当に心苦しく思っています。
何にもできなくてすみません。The least I can say is rest in peace.
We had two of the best units fighting against each other.
We killed 52 Japanese soldiers. This sounds kind of cold-blooded, but it's one of the best experiences I had on the island. Thank God for the peace.
Came here when I was very young and started exploring, and I've spent many hours in the Marine Corps archives studying, researching, and exploring the island and doing a battle survey. So this is really neat to have the opportunity to be here with a couple of veterans who actually fought here. Bill Comba was an officer, platoon leader in the 7th Marines. He lasted the entire battle. It was very rare for a platoon leader to last without getting hit. His perspective of the battle was different from Lee Smith's. The thing that's really neat about this is Lee Smith's tank is still on the island. It's going to be neat to see him climbing that tank after 60 years.
Fantastic. Who would have thought 60 years ago I probably thought I never want to see this place again. And now I'm so excited about coming back I can hardly wait.
It's a little bit different.
Very, very different.
A little grown up. A little more greenery than you remember, huh?
In fact, not just a little bit, a lot more. Actually, the bombardment just took the forestry right off.
You can see remnants.
The Japanese docks.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. What is it?
The land of enchantment?
Land of enchantment, right. Peleliu, the land of enchantment.
Don't you see this beach looks so much different today, 60 years later?
A lot better.
Oh, a lot better.
One of the main things that I remember is a particular cave that we were assigned. Actually, we were assigned to take a certain ridge, and by the time we worked our way up to the ridge, it was getting dark, and I knew it would be suicide if we tried to climb that ridge. And we dug foxholes along East Road. We started getting fire from the top of the ridge. Japs were all over the ridge, just firing point blank at us. And if we exposed ourselves the least bit, we got hit. A Japanese soldier had been in a foxhole right by the side of the road. He would jump up and throw himself on the track of the tank and pull the pin on his explosives and blow himself to kingdom come, of course, and also disable the tank. In the meantime, we were hunkered down, you know, couldn't expose a finger. Finally, the third tank did make it to us, and I said it might be a good idea to put a few shots of the 75mm cannon into the mouth of a cave, and we killed 52 Japanese soldiers running out of that cave, and there was actually a mound of dead Japanese soldiers.
One on top of the other.
One on top of the other. This sounds kind of cold-blooded, but it's one of the best experiences I had on the island because, as you know, on the type warfare we were having on Peleliu, you had to dig them out, the enemy out, one at a time.
See that one shell hit? That's probably from 75 right there.
Yeah, I imagine so. It probably aimed a little high, but now there's the mouth of the cave.
Right there.
See, it was torched. You can see the color.
yes.
It looks kind of
Oh,
blackened
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the fire. I'm going to help you down, you guys.
Okay.
So let me
And-
get down first.
And of course, they were running out of here just a few, just where we passed by. And
Well, you can tell just looking in here, Bill, there's all kinds of, everything's torched.
gracious alive.
There you go. Step. Good, good.
Okay.
Good job.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Whoop.
Gotcha, gotcha.
You sure?
Get your bearings right there.
Okay.
Look at that. See how it's scorched? See the metal
Yeah.
scorched? Just amazing.
What is this?
Look at the tabby. Look at the tabby here. It's all scorched black. The Japanese shoe.
Yeah.
Silver
Oh,
shoe.
yeah. Look at that.
This cave burned for 2
Yeah.
days, according to the report, the official reports.
You know, this is where the big toe was, and then the rest
You
of
got it. Yep,
no,
exactly.
yeah,
That's right.
gee whiz.
Hey, come and take a look over here. I'll kind of support you so you don't slip on the rock. This is where the cave goes completely through the ridge. It's actually on a staggered level. That's a good drop, 40 feet at least. See it going
Man,
down
look at
there?
it. Look
Yeah,
at the
you
angle.
see the
Yeah.
opening where it goes on.
Right.
I wonder how many square feet there is in this thing. It would hold a bunch of ammunition
Oh,
or
man.
anything else.
Look at that. Look at it.
I found this key in one of the crevices of the cave here.
Well, I'm satisfied there were people actually living in here.
This is evidence that the cave cooked off. You can see a 20mm projectile that exploded.
But back in '44, a few days afterwards, they said that this smoked and exploded for 48 hours after we fired the 75mm.
That's
in
confirmation
here, and
right
that
there.
is really.
I mean, look at the black timbers in here and
Oh, yeah.
the walls. That means this thing was smoking. But
That's
over
a bit.
here, you can actually see a bomb, or remains of one that exploded. So perhaps this was a ammunition storage cave. And that's why they ran out of here so fast.
It certainly explains why they were coming out as fast as they could possibly make it.
私だけ生き残ってされて本当に心苦しく思っています。これも私を返してくれたのは皆遺族とか後々の人のために伝えてもらえたために私を返してくれたんじゃなかろうかとそういう気持ちでおります。どうもすみませんでした。はいはいはい、そうだ、そうになります。だからバトボックスからあそこまで昔は、そうです、はいはい、あそこが
セルの鳩場です。
鳩場ですね。はいはいはいはい。着きました。いろいろですね。
You have a good idea where he fought in the ridges? Oyama, which is the Japanese term for the southern ridges. Ah. Oh, it looks at, okay.
一番最後の写真ですね。それからない。
He was an officer. Shows his rank as an officer. He was in the last command post cave. This color bearer was with Colonel Nakagawa. He would have destroyed the regimental colors on Peleliu in the last command post cave. That's where he probably died. That picture I have at home. Picture of Colonel Nakagawa and his color bearer. And those were the ones who were killed in the last command post cave. This is just overwhelming. It blows my mind.
そしてもう最後、もうこれ以上はもう玉砕しかないと言って最後桜の打電を本部に打って、そして誰かな、村井少将自決、それから中川大佐自決という、そしてあと残されたのが皆さん突撃したという格好なんですけど、
で
ただうちの兄貴は中川大佐のそばに寄り添ったという格好ですね。
This is all the caves on Peleliu.
これがすべての
All
洞窟
these
で
are
す。
caves. All the okay. Now the last command post cave. Here's a picture of it. Colonel Nakagawa's last command post cave. A communication cave, and this is where Colonel Nakagawa shot himself.
中川さんが自決されたのはこの場所でしょう。
His brother was definitely part of the elite Japanese army, one of the best regiments. He should be very proud that he fought with the best of the best. And he went up against the best Marine regiment, the 1st Marine Division. So you had two of the best units fighting against each other. Tell him I'd be honored to take him to the cave.
やっぱし自分が今まで何回か行きたいって叶えなかったこれが実現できたと。で兄貴のところに行って会いに来たよと。安らかに眠ってくださいと。こういうことですね。
You know, this is a great day because we can take him back to the cave and we can take Mr. Tsushita back to his cave too. Here's an archival picture taken in 1944 right after the battle. This is the last pocket of Japanese resistance. It's no easy task, like Godwin was saying, because it's very rugged terrain. Of course, they held out in all the caves that line the bases of the ridges and sometimes at the top of the ridges. And it shows the valley, it's denuded, there's no vegetation, it's all blasted clean. And here it is today. And you can see it's very disorienting. There's a lot of jungle growth. The valley we're entering is called Death Valley by the Americans. This is a Japanese memorial at the entrance to the valley. A valley that the Japanese heavily defended. It was their last stand, was right here. And the last command post was deep in this valley. Americans had a very tough time getting through here. They couldn't because of stiff resistance. You can see some of the artifacts they've found around the caves in this area. There's many caves that are lining the valley here.
私たちの部隊はペリリュ本隊、これになるわけですよ。ペリリュ派遣隊というのはこれがもう鹿屋からも ずーっとここまで来てここで本体を据えたわけですね。
うちの兄貴はここですからね。歩兵第2連隊、ここですね。ね、今エリックさん。
It's very slippery.
はいはい。
Be careful of the rocks and the roots.
こんなに数がなかったんですよ。はい。もう60年も経ってるからこれだけ張ってるわけですからね。
やっぱもう砲弾が雨あられの音降ってきたから。
萩山になったらもう相当米軍も扱ったんじゃないですか、萩山でですね。
もう木も吹っ飛んでしもたんですね。
This is a napalm bomb, jelly gasoline dropped from the airplanes. So this is what they burned the foliage and caves.
ナパームだ。
ナパームだった。これ相当威力があったんですよね。ナパーム。
そうですね。
Japanese cave.
結構人間結構入りますよ。これ4、5人か4人ぐらい入ってるんですかね。
防毒マスクのあれね。
そうですね。
機関砲ですね。はい。70ミリぐらいの機関砲じゃないですか。
これまた米軍のと。坂9です。
ちゃんと説明書作っとんなこれ。
Last command post. This was the communication cave where the last message was transmitted to Koror, Sakura Sakura. Perhaps one of these canteens is his brother's.
もしかしたらこの水筒お兄様が使われたかもしれませんね。
ランプのカバ
ー。茶碗の。
A concussion grenade. A Japanese hand grenade.
茶碗の限られるでしょ。これが海軍の携帯燃料ね、あそこでバーッとして名称大抵これでやったのがあるでしょう。
燃料。
This is quite an honor. It's amazing. It's never dreamt this would happen. To be in here with the same cave that his brother probably died in.
パスカ砲で破れてるんですね。
Japanese radio set.
これ蓄電池の一種かな。
そうですね。バッテリーかなんかのバッテリー。
There were bones found in this cave and the adjacent cave that you were just in. Both caves had remains. It's looks like a toe from the toe.
正しい方なのね。もう持って帰りたいと一つで。
I guess it's trite to say it, but the serenity it's just overwhelming.
Yeah, if you see where those breakers are out there, about halfway the distance between us and them is when the firepower started being laid down. It was just a steady line, and then we'd just keep moving forward, getting those that went ahead of them.
And the ships stayed 18,000 yards offshore to get away from the Japanese artillery.
Those that were lucky enough to be ahead of the firepower got on the shore and established a beachhead.
Here's a picture of the same. This is right where we're standing. Of course, that point would be over there. Burning amphibian tractors on the shoals right here. And of course, Marines pinned down right here, probably crawling to safety, get off the beach, trying to get off the beach. You can just imagine the gunfire.
The noise was tremendous because the height of the fighting was in progress. I mean, it was war. I frankly didn't know how I was going to handle combat. And then when I came in, there were several dead Marines that I had to step over to get on shore. It was strange to say maybe, but that gave me a feeling of confidence. After I got past those poor Marines that didn't make it, I said, well, I can handle whatever's ahead. Wouldn't it be great if everybody that landed that day or tried to land that day could be standing here with us?
Yes.
Instead of
What an honor that
two
would
of
be
us.
to all, yes.
Thank God for the peace.
See.
お兄さん、やっとたどり着いた。本当に大変だったでしょうね。本当によくお国のためにただってくださいました。本当に何にもできなくてすみません。今日やっとここにたどり着くことができました。あなたの今までのアメリカで生まれて、そして日本で育ち、日本の軍隊に入ったわけですけど、しかし人を思う、あるいは親を思う心というのがとてもあなたの日誌なんかに書いてありますように、中川大佐を親と思って最後まで中川大佐を守ったということで伝えられています。よく頑張っていただきました。安らかにお見せください。中川大佐もお目ください。
The least I can say is rest in peace.
When I think of the rich lives that you and I, Lee, were privileged to have, having survived the war, and to think of the guys we left behind that never had a chance. They died right in the very prime of life.
The opportunity that came for the 60th anniversary here on the island of the landing, that I could come back and see my tank
Yeah.
Just hope that it's still good shape.
This is the moment you've been waiting for, 60 years to see your tank. And now we're here.
Can hardly wait. I'll watch the log here.
Watch your step, you guys. A lot of twigs, branches, and coral. Have a look at this. That is one big cannon. That's a 13mm right there, anti-aircraft cannon. They had a top clip. They put a clip in the top
Yeah,
right
I
here.
just see brass is still here.
This sucker is still loaded. What happened? It looks like it didn't eject.
No, I mean, it failed on the automatic and
Well,
had to hand operated.
The Japanese can place these on the beaches. This is
Yeah,
what they shot
yeah.
boats with. There's a couple of them on White Beach still in place. This is the ribs here, the air cooled. This is a flash suppressor. So when the Japanese fired the gun, the Americans couldn't see the flash. This whole area was a Japanese defensive position. It had 3 cannons and several anti-aircraft guns. So the mount was right here, and it must have taken a hit because this is bent and the gun's over here now. Either someone moved it or it was blown over there.
昔のままですか、これ。
私ももうこうジャングルになっとるから、多分こちらの方向に、あの辺に
今から船の土田さんが戦争を知らずに2年近く潜んでいらっしゃったところに連れてくださるんですね。昼はもう洞の中に潜んでおって、夜になって出て行って食料なんかをして取ってこられたの。
いや大きい湿地ですよ、ずらーっと向こうまで。
ですね。
一番最初はそこにから出入りしていたんですよね。
I got a visual on Lady Luck, you guys. Careful, watch your step, loose
Yeah, I
rocks.
can see the rear of it.
Be careful. Come on this way. Well, I don't see where I see D12 where I scraped it off. Maybe it's on the other side.
I can see part of it.
Well, let's go on
Very
the other
little bit
side.
back.
Machine gun tripod, it looks like, 30 caliber.
That's amazing. This thing is still this good after so long.
How's the bow?
Yeah, the engine's out, transmissions are all out. See, the floor is all rusted out. The mortar that did the damage that caused all this thing landed in this position, and the tank just raised up with the explosion, and the superstructure underneath for the gun emplacement was just blown away, and we slid forward and down right against the
Probably
wall.
well camouflaged.
Oh yes, probably a foot or more of
Dirt
earth
on
over it,
top
yeah,
of
see?
it to conceal what
That's
it really
right,
was.
and you, yeah.
How did you happen to find this, Harry?
Just hiking around, I came to the tank and I tried to research it for many years, and I took a machete and I started scraping the turret and revealed D12, which was painted up there, and so I knew which tank it was.
Looking good. D is dog company, D company.
Years later, This is quite a sizable jungle that we're in and some huge trees. Do you remember, had all of this growth been leveled by the pre-invasion bombardment?
You know, you're looking at these trees, where'd they come from? They weren't here then.
Conceivably, you could have run over some fairly good-sized treelets anyway.
Well, you're looking at a vehicle, and when it's completed, it's 31 foot long, 10 foot 1 inch wide, and 10 foot 1 inch high. That's a good-sized piece of material, especially if it's coming at you. It scared the living daylights out of you, even our own troops. But you see how thin that is? You could actually, 30 caliber, shoot through the pontoons into the inside.
But
we
there
didn't have much armor for the side, but the front.
Looks like you left it in first gear there, Lee. I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about these levers, but your levers are right here where you would have drove the tank.
足元気をつけて。
はいはい。
はあ、これが湿地ですか。
はい。
おー。
最後はほら。そしてですね。
ここですか。
はい。それでですね、ここじゃほら敵にすぐわかるでしょうが、
はい。
アメリカ人がここアメリカ兵が通るもんだから大きな石をガバッとして塞いでしもとったわけですよ。
よくでもこういうところでよう2年間近くも頑張られましたね。
大きいですよ、中に案外。ここの人たちに住んでいたんですから。向こうの色こうあってですね。ああ。誰か持っていたんだな。大事な便器は持っていて。随分変わってるな。ああ。
頭。
ああ、随分変わってるやっぱし。はあ。60年も経てばこうなるんじゃな。よっこしんちょっと。ああ、わかりました。だいたいこれで安心した。ああ。
There's a slot if I can get it open. It's all rusted shut. You can look out of that slot when you're driving, and when you lose a periscope, you can use that. I would raise that up, and I could either throw a grenade out through that or use my Thompson submachine gun for something in front of me. That's the tow hitch, and when I knock a tree down, I hit it right there. It's amazing. You did your job well, lady. You're still looking good. I don't care what anybody else says. To me, you're great.
The shell casing.
「この木だな。だからタバコば出してください。A さんに祈りたいからタバコ。私だけ帰ってすみません。こうやって60年経ちました。
すみませんでした。しかしあなたのアドバイスで34名をあなたのアドバイスによって救うことができました。熱く羨ましい。2回目のくの字とこうやったら向こうからかすかにその明かりがこうジープの中消えるんですよ。このもう機会を逃したらもうダメだというところでこう言ってね、一つ持ってストップストップとこういうふうにやったわけですよ、この辺でですね。だからじーっとどうするけど、おかしいな、こうやっての見えたはずなんだがと思ったら、
I understand that maybe a couple of the Japanese soldiers who were on Peleliu are going to be here. I'm looking forward to meeting with these people and probably have an interpreter that we can actually talk to them, but just patting them on the back and smiling, that says a lot in itself.
Remember, you got to bow, remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes, got to bow.
About that. Thanks.
おはようございます。はじめまして。
ペレリュ島で。
My name
なかったあれです。
シンジカラスマル。Japanese.
I'm Bill.
I'm Bill. Bill. I'm Bill. Oh, great.
ペレリュ島で戦った土田です。
I'm Bill.
Great lead, great moment, I believe.
はじめまして。My name is
We've been waiting to meet you.
私たちもすごいお会いするのを、この日を来るのを待ってます。
私は10倍ぐらいあったですね。10倍ぐらいに楽しんで待っていました。実際にやった人と会いたいと思って。I was looking for this moment
10 times more than you guys.
これは私、これは通訳。
This is him.
Oh, really?
And this is Sumikawa, Commander General.
少々。
When you were down in the cave and we were dropping bombs from planes, shooting these heavy guns from the ships, did it bother you down in the cave?
だからもうこれではもうおそらくもうどんどんやられるなという覚悟はしていました。でもこちらはそのもう攻撃用としてはあまり兵器がないわけでしょ。
What is that?
そこは何でしょう。
A little oblong?
レンゲとか。
レンゲ。この辺から上がってきたんでしょ。あたたちは。なんだろう。
Big gun?
ところですか。
違います。ここで。
Jungle. So you must walk a little bit, but I can walk.
Yeah.
Can you
I
go
can-
with me?
I can walk.
If you go slow,
I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid next to you. You're 84. I'm 83.
Hey, look at that. We're good.
肉が薄いでしょ。
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
だ
mammoth.
から
Man,
That would have brought on more
look out
cost.
below, here I come. Is that it? Yeah.
When you think of this fortification here, and to think on this small island, there are hundreds and hundreds, maybe not just like it, but just as formidable. It's incredible.
この日本軍はもうやられながらもだんだん向こうの北地区の方にずーっと押しやられて全体どんどん北地区の方にいて。はっきりして確かにここに埋まっているということになればもう60年になりますから早く故郷に戻したいです。死んだ人がちょうど我々ぐらいで、ね、なってるでしょ。もう83歳4歳ぐらいの前後の人が多いわけなんですよ。
You know, if we get permission from the government, the president and the governor, to open up a cave, would you be ready to do it?
I hope it works out that way.
There's a lot of sealed caves on the island, but they've never opened one. And now it seems like we have permission to do such. And they have over 9,000 Japanese missing in action here. Several of them were sealed in the caves. We'll go up right in here. This is the draw. Okay, watch out for those mimosa thorns, you guys. Don't forget, they shelled this area for almost 3 months. So just watch where you step. I'll point out any ordnance I see, especially mortar rounds. So. Watch your step, it's very slippery.
Just a lamp.
Huh? Lamp?
Yeah, lamp like this.
Good eyes, Godwin. Here we got a 60mm mortar round and a live Japanese hand grenade. This one still has the pin in it. Look at the pin right there. 60mm. These are all over the place, everywhere. Oh, you guys, come here. Look at this. Look at this, part of the wreckage of that plane that was shot down over the ridges. The wing's right on the other side of the ridge here. Throughout the valley here is wreckage of the plane. There's pieces everywhere. We can find the exact aircraft and the crew members who were on this plane. They were all killed, of course. But guys, 16956, this is huge find, a huge find. This is a .30 caliber machine gun ammunition case. Yeah, okay, ammunition 30. So this is machine gun. These are all over the place, but this one's in really good shape. Has its lid on. It's in fantastic condition, considering it's been almost 60 years. Almost to the day. There's a helmet in between the draw here, American helmet, obviously a casualty. A lot of Americans were shot, machine gun right through the valley. This is a trap in here. But as they descended this hill to assault this ridge, this is brother number 1, the Japanese laid down a murderous crossfire right here, you guys.
Oh, you can just
right
look
through
at
here.
the terrain.
And they forced the Americans back up this ridge, but horrific casualties right here. You guys, this cave right here obviously served as a machine gun position. I can tell by the way the coral stacked up here, there's a deep cave. And my goodness, that field of fire was right down the draw. No doubt, right here and right here were positions. Very well protected. Oh, here's the cave, you guys. This one is, I'd really love to open. Could be a time capsule. The cave's right over here. How you guys doing? All right. Well, this is a sealed cave right adjacent to the pillbox or casemate. This served as a shelter cave for this Japanese gun crew.
It looked like every time we would look up there would be another piece of fire, another location of fire coming back at us. So it wasn't even a safe point then to be, because like you know, there's no place on this island that wasn't a front.
This is the cave, and let's get started. Have to be very careful with live ordnance here. I think if we clear initially the topsoil, and just be careful what we're doing.
Stones or roots?
Yeah.
Roots.
A lot of bones and skulls and随分とあるね、いろいろなものが。随分。随分とガチャガチャしたものがあるよ。骨らしきものが随分あるようですよ。骨らしきものが。遺骨がある。遺骨がある。遺骨が。
We got bones.
What do you think, Aaron?
Well, I see Japanese helmets, part of a skull, a bayonet scabbard, mess tins, tins of food. I count 3 helmets down here. Ammunition, 2 hand grenades with the pins still in them, and gas mask canisters, and of course human remains. Just a time capsule, September 15th, 1944. Feel like I'm in a tomb. I gotta get out of there, guys. It's a tomb. I don't feel right in there. I'll take one last picture. Oh.
見てください、この。
こっちから鉄管が襲ってきたんですね。
はい、もう艦砲射撃でバンバンバンやったの。もうそれ、これから、もう結局これはもう36センチでも相当撃ったってこれはちょっと下のものびくともしなかったわけですよ。だろうかと。で、進むこともすることもできないような状態じゃったらしいですね。
アメリカ軍はね。
ああ、アメリカ軍は切り刻みされたらしいですよ。
Nobody can question, but the Japanese were experts at defensive warfare. There's no question about that. This is a formidable position. No question
top one
about
position,
that.
I'll tell you.
And I think we could put some of our biggest stuff on this that wouldn't have taken it out.
よく戦いましたね、我々は。会えて嬉しい。嬉しい。